Do you believe that teaching students about white saviourism and discouraging that kind of mindset could improve the impact of voluntourism and provide a better programme for local people? And I guess that fits in with some of the sort of colonialism tropes that you were speaking about in the film. So what were your thoughts on George's question?
So if we teach potential volunteers, let's say English students, about white saviourism, I think, yeah, it could definitely have a good impact on the way that they would engage later in volunteering, or even in working in development or international aid. I think questioning your own behavior is something that is really rarely done when it comes to voluntourism. And that's why there are so many negative impacts as well. When you work in aid or when you work in international development, you're essentially doing a good thing. And it doesn't seem like there is a need to question that good thing because you're doing a good deed. So it's just good. But actually that's not the case at all. If you have in mind the kind of pitfalls of or you understand what white saviorism is, what the pitfalls are, then you can probably question yourself every step of the way and make sure that you're avoiding some of these pitfalls. But I think from the other side, because I'm not sure if you meant like, should we be educating also local people to what white saviorism is? And I think that would be great as well, because it goes kind of both ways. The children that I met when I was filming, local children in Cambodia or in Indonesia, automatically saw a white person as someone they could trust, and that was extremely dangerous as well. And if we had that conversation of white saviorism, then it might save a lot of people from a lot of dangerous situations, for sure.
Do you think voluntourism is kind of like colonialism? You know, what you spoke about that in the film a little bit. Like, what do you mean by the link between those two things?
I think it's linked to the white saviorism topic. It's this very uncomfortable thought that because you're white, because you're from a rich country, then you don't have to question your impact, because no matter what, it's going to be a good one.
Something else that I picked up on, I can't remember the guy's name, but he said, I'm here because I've got a Western education and because I've had a good upbringing, I should be sharing this with people. Definitely very similar to some of the sort of colonialism language that was around more less than 200 years ago, less than 50 years ago.